The federal government said recently that its next big push against organized crime will be to crack down on crooked labor unions. One of the most insidious crimes corrupt union officials commit, and certainly one that causes profound human suffering, is to rob their own union members by looting pension and welfare funds for their own personal gain. We are not talking about all union pension funds by any means, but the bad ones are very bad. ABC's Mark Potter, on special assignment, has been checking.
Anthony Monet is the victim of one of the cruelest of frauds.
The emotional impact is horrible, very, very bad.
At this aerospace factory in Los Angeles, he and his fellow workers relied on a Teamsters Union benefits plan for their medical coverage. But officials who ran the plan stole the money, and the fund collapsed, leaving millions of dollars in worker benefit claims unpaid. Although the officials were eventually convicted, Anthony Monet was stuck with $35,000 in medical bills from his late wife's stroke.
We had paid money to this plan in good faith, and we're getting shortchanged. Not shortchanged, left holding the bag.
Through phony investments, inflated costs, kickbacks, and other schemes, federal authorities say billions of dollars that should go to the union workers are disappearing into the pockets of crooked union officials, mobsters, health plan administrators, doctors, and many others. The Labor Department says the worst thievery takes place in the benefit plans run by the unions themselves. Nationwide, there are 3,000 union-run pension funds servicing 10 million workers. And there are 3,800 union-run welfare plans, which pay medical bills, dental and legal fees, and other expenses. Every year, employers pay $22 billion into these union benefit trusts.
I would say that it's not only the least regulated, it's the most abused body of money that exists in this country today.
George Lear, who is credited with cleaning up the once corrupt Teamsters Union Central States Fund, says when benefits are stolen, it is the worker who pays, often without knowing it.
Instead of having no deductible, he's paying a $300 deductible. Instead of having a $1,500 a month pension, he's got an $800 a month pension.
The Labor Department is now investigating allegations of benefit theft in New York's longshoremen's unions, in the New Bedford fishing industry, and in New York's Chinatown, where authorities suspect clothing makers of holding back $50 million a year in payments to the Garment Workers Union Fund. Theft has also been found nationwide in trucking, construction, tourism, and food processing unions.
You have corrupt trustees and administrators, people with hoodlum affiliations, managing these funds.
Among them, Michael Franzese, a reputed member of the Colombo Mafia family, now imprisoned for using a phony investment scheme to steal more than $500,000 from a security guard local that authorities say he controlled. Salvatore Provenzano, former president of a once mob-dominated Teamsters local in New Jersey, jailed for embezzling $160,000 in dental benefits. And David Friedland, a former New Jersey state senator, accused of misappropriating $20 million from another Teamsters Union fund. Friedland is now a fugitive.
The size of the problem simply overwhelms those who are charged with conducting enforcement responsibilities.
The Labor Department has less than 300 investigators to watch over all 6,800 union-run benefit trusts, plus the nation's 6 million other pension and welfare plans. In the last 5 years, the department has convicted 137 people for mishandling union funds, but most of the thievery is never detected.
The mobsters, the scumbags, the rip-off artists, what those people do is look for something where there's not good regulation. And they have found this area where there's not good regulation.
And so, increasingly, workers like Anthony Monet are being victimized by the very people they thought were there to protect them. Mark Potter, ABC News, Los Angeles.